Welcome to the Daily. It's Friday, March 4th with Greg Lawless. I'm Jason Seguini. Big night last night for one MLS team, although they weren't on the field. Real Salt Lake found out their opponent in the Champions League semifinal.
Yeah, and it's going to be Deportivo Saprissa, the big Costa Rican club. They had a 2-1 victory over Olympia yesterday in Honduras, which gave them a 3-1 aggregate win in the quarterfinals. And now they will travel to Salt Lake for the first leg on March 15th. Interesting tidbit, Alvaro Saborío, the striker for Real Salt Lake, played for Saprissa when they won the Champions Cup a couple of years ago. So that's going to be a great little rivalry and battle up there.
Yeah, not the only link. Douglas Sequeira, the midfielder for Saprissa, actually played on Salt Lake back in the day as well. We're going to move on to the Cascadia Summit, which is beginning today with Seattle taking on Portland for the first time since Portland entered MLS.
Well, I think since the moment we heard that Portland and Vancouver were going to be joining MLS, everybody has been ramping up the rivalry and the trash talk, let's be honest, right? And all of a sudden, we're going to get to see it on the field a little bit. Yes, it's still preseason, but you know what? The Portland fans have already sold out their allotment for the preseason games. So they're coming up in droves as it is. They're going to be playing at Starfire, a smaller stadium. But all games are going to be streamed on the websites for the clubs. So you can also come through MLSsoccer.com for that. Our own David Agrell is out in Seattle for the coverage as well. We also, yesterday on Extra Time, Jason, spoke to some of the fans, from a lead fan from Portland and one from Seattle, and they had some choice words for each other.
Yeah, very interesting conversation. You can get that episode of Extra Time Radio on Buzzsprout or iTunes, so download that. Like we said, very entertaining. Andy Williams from Real Salt Lake also on that show. The other games involved in the Cascadia Summit are Portland, Vancouver on Saturday and Seattle, Vancouver on Sunday. Of course, Vancouver now in the news being linked with a French forward.
Yeah, Eric Hasley, who's been with FC Zurich, his contract is up at the end of this season. A 6'4" striker who scores a ton of goals. He played with Alain Rochat, who's already with Vancouver right now. We've been talking about where the goal is going to come for the Whitecaps. Maybe this is the solution.
I'll tell you what, if he doesn't come until June, it's not going to be a great solution because they're going to need some goals before that. Yep. There's plenty more action tonight, including down in the desert. The New York Red Bulls and Sporting Kansas City are down in Arizona playing some local teams tonight, but against each other tomorrow night.
Yeah, the Red Bulls will be taking on FC Tucson, and Sporting will be facing off against Arizona Suaros. And then tomorrow, of course, it's the Rafa versus Omar match. It's the first time we're going to see these two Mexican legends getting on the field against each other.
Those games are in Tucson again at 7 and 9 local, so check them out. Also this weekend, Greg, some big news. The MLS road trip to First Kick presented by Adidas begins on Sunday.
Yeah, and this is going to be awesome. Nick Fershaw from MLSsoccer.com and Jackie Pickering, everyone's favorite on-air personality around here, will be traveling from Los Angeles to Vancouver and then finishing up in Seattle for the March 15th First Kick match between the Seattle Sounders and Los Angeles Galaxy. A couple of features that I'm looking forward to especially. They're going to be stopping in Portland to pick up the official game ball for First Kick, and they're going to deliver it to Seattle. Also, Ask Jackie. This is a series we're going to start where fans, you can send in your questions for Jackie Pickering. Anything you want to know about her. You can also send in questions for the people she's going to be interviewing when she sits down with special players, Jimmy Conrad, Chris Wondolowski, guys like that. And you can send in your questions and she'll ask them for you.
Yeah, if nothing else, this trip got Nick Fershaw on Twitter. So you can follow him at Nick Fershaw, Firchau. That's all we have for the Daily this week. We'll be back next week.